How you doing, guys? Kyle with Dirt Bike Channel here. Just wanted to do a quick update for you. This is the TE250i, and I have it on the scale, and I wanted to weigh this bike in the same way that I weighed the KTM 250 XC-W TPI, so I topped it off of oil. When I topped the KTM off of oil, I put about a ½ pound of oil in that thing after I did the video. I'm full of oil and I'm full of fuel, and that's how I'm doing this. Now, in order to make this thing fair, you'll notice that Husqvarna on this demo bike for the media members, they put these real lightweight swing arm guards on the bike. So because they put that on, I took the stock skid plate off to kind of counterbalance what they had done. Because on my KTM, there is no swing arm guard, and then I installed the skid plate afterwards. So the KTM was 243.5 pounds. It was 244 once I topped it off with oil. Here is what the Husqvarna weighs, 251. So I'm sitting here scratching my head. All things being equal, I mean, I've got no handguards on this one because they didn't send me with handguards. On the KTM, they do have handguards. And if I do this in kilograms, we're at 113.8. So 251 pounds or 113.8. And these bikes are set up essentially as close as I can get them. Again, no skid plate on the Husky because I took it off in order to be fair to the KTM. But it does come with a skid plate stock. I'm leaving their swing arm guards on for this test. These things only weigh like, maybe we're talking at most a ½ pound, but it's counterbalanced because I took that thing off. So why is this bike 7.5 pounds heavier? I'm not really sure. I'm not sure why that is. It's just crazy to me. So I don't know if it's because some of it could be in the linkage down here because the Husqvarna has linkage whereas the KTM doesn't. So that might account for some of it. I mean, there shouldn't be. I mean, there's a map switch up here on the Husky, but that isn't 7.5 pounds. So I'm kind of bewildered. This is the KTM that I own, the XC-W TPI, and this is obviously the bike that Husky has sent me. Now, Husky did send this thing with the FMF Power Course 2 silencer, but these silencers, I've weighed them before. These are within a couple ounces of the same weight as the stock silencer. These are actually a little bit lighter. Same thing here they put an FMF header pipe on this bike. These things weigh no more. They're within a few ounces of the stock header pipes. So honestly, I've been kind of scratching my head as to what is going on here. Obviously, we've got handguards on one bike, but this bike is 7.5 pounds lighter. This bike has no handguards, and I've set them up as closely as I can. The only thing I could pop off are these swing arm guards, but I don't want to do that because they put them on. Husqvarna did. So anyway, why is the Husqvarna TE250i 7.5 pounds heavier? I really don't know. I'll roll on the footage there so you can see that, or actually I won't roll on the footage, just take my word for it. On the other video, that the KTM is 243.5 pounds. So where is the 7.5 pounds? Is it in the subframe? Is it in the linkage? I don't know. It's kind of a bewilderment to me. Now, we knew that adding, EFI to these bikes and adding the oil reservoir and adding the extra electronics and different things all over the bike, we knew that was going to add complexity and weight. But this bike is, 15 pounds heavier than my 250 XC sitting outside. That bike is, 7.5, 8 pounds, somewhere between 8 and 10 pounds heavier than my non-fuel injected bike. So this one is a lot heavier. Interesting stuff. Again, weight is not everything, but it's also not nothing. Weight on the scale that we see here isn't always the felt weight on the trail, so it's not like the sky is falling, but these bikes are heavier, these fuel injected bikes, and for whatever reason, this Husqvarna is minimum 7 pounds heavier than the KTM over there, according to my scale. So this is Kyle with Dirt Bike Channel. Just wanted to give you guys an update.